Lethal Classics getting some fenders today. And look, he's back. So what's going on, guys? Matt over here at Lethal Garage. We're back at it with the Lethal Classic. We're already starting to mock things up. So we got the rear inner fender brace in place. We have the inner fender just mocked up for now, putting tape along areas. So when we are messing with new parts and pieces around paint, we're reducing chance of chipping, bending, all sorts of other stuff. You know, I got a whole bunch of those. Should we use like nice new ones that aren't covered in... What do you think? I mean, they're in that box right there. That was the box of parts and pieces. Yeah, like I legit have bags and bags of those. Too many. But at this point, it's a rainy day in California. Second rainy day of feels like this year. I don't even remember what it looked like. And it's not even rain for all of you who live in areas that get real rain. It's literally hazing. But we're kind of just unboxing and unbolting and pulling out all of our bagged and tagged. So we already laid out all of the shims that we had used when we originally set everything up. And now we're going through and grabbing all the, you don't have, that's for the bumper, the front bumper brackets. Wow, it looks totally different with a fender in place. All the beautiful Detroit speed stuff's gone. What, are you trying to get in the car? You have to pull up and then lift. There we go. Got it. So this door's giving us troubles. It's getting stuck on the pin. We have to do some adjusting. We know the door's probably not in the right position from when we hung it, but that's where hanging the fender today is gonna allow us to really figure out the angle all the way down. Because right now I believe it's too high, and that will kick all this up and put us in a better position. So yeah, it's the fun alignment game. So we're gonna go through all that today. It's not gonna be a crazy step-by-step, but more just sharing what we're doing and where we're at. Okay, we got the fender loosely in place. So basically, and sorry I couldn't record this, my oldest son's not here, so I don't have a cameraman, but we basically, we put the inner fender on, and then we kind of put the outer fender, tucked it up underneath, and then put it on top. So we have the inner and the top bolts kind of holding it. We don't have the upper bolt or the lower bolts right now. And we're just finessing everything in place. Everything's lining up pretty good, but it's looking pretty nice. Still haven't cleaned these fenders off from when we got them back from paint, but you can see these holes are almost lining up perfect. Just a little tucking that needs to be done here and there. But it's gonna be getting all the shims and everything in place, see how it looks, and then all the adjustments. So we'll see how good it pans out on this rainy California day. It started raining a little bit more, but now it's gone back to hazing. How you doing down there, Heath?
Living the dream.
You getting the shims out? See how the...
Yep.
So the best thing we could do is literally just put the shims in exactly how they were when we took it apart. Luckily, Heath was the one who took them apart, so I'm hoping his memory is with him today.
I've slept since then.
I've slept. But get those all in position, bolted up, and then see where the finessing and finagling need to be done. Like, keep in mind, we added, I don't know how thick of paint to this panel that wasn't there before. So it could play a factor, I don't know, but we're gonna find out real quick. What's up, Ryan? Okay. We got a fender on, Heath. Yay. And an inner fender. And, well, I guess we put like 4 parts on, but.
And dirty bolts.
And dirty bolts. So I'll probably have to go through and replace these bolts with pretty bolts. These are still the primered colored, but you can see we're pretty dang close, but my suspicion has come to fruition on this side. This door is just a tad too high. So we're gonna have to drop that just a bit. That'll give us our line up here. I mean, our gap is pretty dang close. Yeah, and the door has to come forward.
Isn't that the door that's hitting the panel?
a bit. Yeah, it is hitting the pin. So this door doesn't want to open. So as I mentioned earlier, I put the guts in the door, got the handles on and stuff. This door does not want to open. So I think it's, and if you look on the inside, and I can't get my camera in there, but the pin is all the way forward. So if we get the door to close in this gap just a hair, it's just a little too wide, and I think we'll be in a good spot. I think it'll look good. Kind of get a profile of the car now, though. Whew.
That door's got to go in just a hair.
Yeah, it is sticking out a tad. So this will go in, drop down, and push forward. This is the fun part of putting the car back together again. All the alignments. We know it looked good before we took it apart.
It blocked flat.
It did. It did block flat.
Grab a block.
Well,
Make it flat again.
So on the driver's side, at least on the door, again, I know we talked a little bit about this, but I got the hardware in. This handle needs to come up on this side. So I got a little finagling there, but I believe we'll run into the same issue once we put that fender on too. So it's just one of those things that we have to solve and deal with in putting this car back together again. So, but it's nice seeing a whole side of the car. I mean, even for where it's at, it's pretty dang close. It looks better than most of the second gens I've seen at car shows right now. And once we start adjusting it and really just getting it how it was before we ripped it apart, it's gonna look even better. So, awesome. Feeling really good about this. We got fender on. So, where we're leaving off today, because Heath's mad at me that I'm not further along with other things, but we're not gonna try to realign the doors yet. We're gonna wait till we just got everything on, and we're just gonna have a day of make everything perfect, or as perfect as it can be. And we got the inner fender obviously in, the outer fender on the passenger side. We rough mocked up the inner fender on the driver's side because I have my Eastwood brake kit, because I am going to attempt to make pretty brakes. I bought lots of extra line because I know I'm gonna mess up a lot. But the goal is to make the brake lines look a heck of a lot better than they currently do. And I wanted to have this roughly mocked up without the fender, because I want to be able to get in here like this and work around and get all the bends in perfect and not worry about messing up paint. So I'm feeling really good with how this is. And once we get that done, I can give Heath a call, have him come back over and get it all mocked up. And then at that point, we can even start entertaining the whole front clip. And I've realized my entire car setup is too far forward, so I'm gonna have to lower the car on the quick jack, and hopefully that will give me enough room to close the garage, because right now, yeah, closing the garage is not happening, especially if the front clip was on, because it probably sticks out to like there, maybe further. I don't know, somewhere in there. But feeling really good where we're at right now. Hanging stuff on things, and yeah, no, it is what it is. But I'm really happy that Heath pointed out that I was closing my door wrong. I wasn't closing my door right. Got this lined up. Before it was sticking too far out. Now it's going in just a hair too much. We'll mess around with that, but yeah, that's all I got for today. That's it. We got a fender on, guys. Check out the, well, the thumbnail image will be a nice full body length photo of the car with a fender on. It's the first time we've seen it with paint. So it's cool. It's good. I'm feeling good. Until next time, guys. See you on the road. Okay, professional Camaro people. What am I missing here? Am I missing, like I see daylight. You can see my fingers. Did I get the wrong setup? These are the fronts. Something's not right. Man, this mic's like, it's pulling my shirt off. It's a good thing my wife's not out here. We have trouble.